All right, another beyond the numbers concept that managerial accounting deals with is the ethical perspective. So it's not all about numbers, but we want to be ethical as well. So the ethical standards are motivated by a very practical consideration. And that is, if the standards are not followed in business, then the economy and all of us will suffer. I'm sure you've seen this happen or play out in the real world, where one unethical thing leads to another unethical thing, and then that leads to more unethical things, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So we have to be careful of that in managerial accounting for obvious reasons. Now, there are guidelines to the ethical behaviors, and this comes from managerial accounting. There are four main concepts that we want to keep up with. The first one being competency. Competence is making sure that we have the ability to do what we say we're going to do. It's not what we're making up. The next one is confidentiality. We want to make sure that all the information that is being conveyed or taken in is done in confidence. We're not going to share it to any other person or persons that doesn't need to know the information. Integrity. We do it with honor. We do it with trust, that people can trust us. We want to make sure that what we're telling them that we're going to do with their information, we're actually going to do. We're not going to do anything outside that scope. And lastly, credibility. We want to make sure we're credible in what we're doing. We don't want to just say that we are good at something when we know we're not, and we have no credibility to support it. So these are the concepts, these are the four concepts that managerial accountants have to consider when they're dealing with the ethical perspective.